Welcome back to my video. In this video, I want to tell you a fairy tale entitled King Grisly-Beard. Okay, so enjoy the video. Once upon a time, there was a great king of a land far away in the east. Had a daughter who was very beautiful, but had a bad attitude that none of the prince who came to ask her in marriage was good enough for her, and she only met sport of them. One day, the king asked Tita all her suitors, and they all sat in a row, ranked according to their rank. Then the princess came in, and she said something bad to every one of them, such as, "He is as round as a tub, what a maple, and his beard is like an old mop, he shall be called Grisly-Beard." The king was very angry when he saw how his daughter behaved, and how she ill-treated all his guests, and he thought that, willing or unwilling, she should marry the first man, prince or beggar, that came to the door. 2 days after that, came by a traveling fiddler who began to play under the window and beg alms. And when the king heard him, he let him in. He had sung before the king and the princess, and he begged a bond. According to his sworn, he gave his daughter to the first comer. The parson was sent for, and she was married to the fiddler. When this was over, the king asked her to leave and continue the travel on with her husband. Then the fiddler went his way, and took her with him, and when they soon came to a great wood, she asked, "Whose is this wood?" And he answers, "It belongs to King Grisly-Beard." And she said, "Ah, wretch that I am, why did I not marry King Grisly-Beard?" Then they came to a great city. She asked, "Whose is this noble city?" And he answers, "It belongs to King Grisly-Beard." And she sighed again, "Ah, wretch that I am, why did I not marry King Grisly-Beard?" At last they came to a small cottage, their home without servants, and she has to do everything by herself. He asked her to make the fire, put on water and cook, but she knew nothing, so he was forced to help her. They lived for 2 days. The man said to his wife that they can go on spending money and earning nothing. He asked to her to learn to weave baskets. She began to weave, but it made her fingers very sore. The man tried to set up a trade pots and pans, and sell them in the market. At first, the trade went well, for many people, seeing such a beautiful woman, went to buy her wares, and paid their money without thinking to taking away the goods. Then drunken soldier soon came by, and rode his horse against her stall, and broke all her goods into 1,000 pieces. Then she began to cry, and knew not what to do. She ran home and told him all. He calms her down, and he said that the king's palace needs a kitchen maid, so that she will have plenty to eat. Thus the princess became a kitchen maid, and helped the cook to do all the dirtiest work. She had not been there long before she heard that the king's eldest son was passing by going to be married, and she went to one of the windows and looked out. All on a sudden, as she was going out, in came the king's son in golden clothes. He took her by the hand, and said she should be his partner in the dance, but she trembled for fear, for she saw that it was King Grisly-Beard, who was making sport of her. However, he kept fast hold and let her in, and the cover of the basket came off, and meat in it fell. Then everybody laughed at her. She was so abashed, and he said that he is the fiddler who has lived with her in the hut, and he have done all of this to show her the folly of her ill treatment of him. Finally, everything is over, and they have a great wedding and live happily ever after. Okay guys, so how was the video? Did you enjoy it? The moral value that can we take from this video are: don't judge the book by its cover, don't be arrogant, and we have to be kind to everyone. Okay guys, I hope you can take another moral values from this video. Thank you.